Hey everyone, and welcome to a new tutorial. Today I will show you how to animate a punch barrage for your stick figures. Let's go. For the stick figure I use a pen size of 30 pixels and I animate with 24 frames per second. First we draw how the stick figure swings their arm back to build up power for the punch barrage. And it's pretty easy too, since we only have to draw 2 frames for it. Both legs are bent and the body leans back slightly. In the second frame, the legs, the upper body and the back arm move slightly forward and the front arm moves back. We want to have this frame twice, so we'll copy it. First, click on the frame, and then on the copy icon and then on paste. Now let's start with the frames for the punch barrage. For this we only need one image for now. Draw the legs and the upper body leaning forward and draw the stick figure without arms. Then copy this frame 3 times so that we end up with 4 copies of this image. Next we will animate the fast movement of the arms on the body. Let's take a look at this one piece animation as an example. Here you can see how a lot of motion blur and spear effects are used for the arm movement. And now we will try it. I used a pen size of 6 pixels for this. Try drawing lots of small lines next to each other for the motion blur and draw one arm in front of the upper body and the other behind it. In the next frame, do the same thing, except this time the arm that was behind, draw it in front, and the arm that was in front, draw it behind the body. Now copy both arm animations into the next 2 frames, so that the arm movement in the animation always switches back and forth. To copy the arm animation, just use the lasso, and then click copy and paste. To animate the punch barrage, we go to the 4th frame where the punch barrage begins. I start by drawing one arm stretched out and above all very visible, because I think it's good when you sometimes see the actual arm briefly in between these fast lines. Then I use a pen size of 6 pixels again and draw a curved line. This makes it look a little bit more special. In the next frames I draw long and short lines, both in front of and behind the stick figure. I always try to draw the lines in different positions. I also make the end of the line a little thicker, as this makes it look more like a fist. In the last frame I draw the other arm more visible and add another curved line and a few small smear effects to the arm. Now I animate the stick figure when the punch barrage ends. The figure and the arms move back a little. I then copy the next 2 frames so that the movement ends a little smoother and slower. Now I add the head for the stick figure. To do this I use a pen size of 80 pixels, then click once on the screen and paste the head into all the frames. We also need a camera shake. To do this I go to the 4th frame when the punch barrage starts and then move the background line down a little bit with the lasso tool. I do the same with the stick figure. If you have used different layers, I recommend merging them. To do this, simply drag one layer onto the other and press merge. Now you can move the stick figure downwards. In the next frame, do the opposite and move the background and the figure upwards. In the next frame, move them downwards again slightly, and in the last frame, move them up one again. this creates a camera shake effect. Now we have one last thing to do. To make the Punch Barrage last longer, we simply copy all 4 frames. To do this, first click on the 3 dots on the upper right corner and then click on Image View. Now you can see all your frames. However, we only need the 4 frames for the Punch Barrage. To do this, I press and hold the first frame for the Punch Barrage and then select all 4 frames for it by clicking on them as well. Then click on Copy at the bottom center and then on Paste as many times as you want. I copied it 5 times. And that's it for today's tutorial. If you enjoyed the video, you can leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!